the world of celebrity, it's easy to look at the flashy cars, luxurious homes, and designer clothes and think that these stars are living a life free of worries, always on top and never struggling. But reality often tells a different story. And for Lil Meech, the son of the infamous Big Meech, his situation is a perfect example of how the glitz and glam can sometimes be a facade, hiding the real-life financial struggles behind the scenes. Lil Meech, known for playing his father in the hit TV series BMF, Black Mafia Family, has become a well-known figure in the world of hip-hop and entertainment. But despite the success of the show, and despite his connections to major figures like 50 Cent and Rick Ross, things are not as smooth as they seem for the young star. Recently, Lil Meech has found himself in the midst of some financial difficulties, and this has sparked a lot of chatter among fans and critics alike. The story about Lil Meech asking for money after 50 Cent removed him from BMF has been circulating, and it's causing quite a stir in the entertainment world. For many, it's hard to believe that Lil Meech, whose father built a fortune in the drug trade and who himself is part of a hit show, could be struggling financially. The idea that someone who has lived a life of privilege could be asking for help just like the rest of us is a hard pill to swallow. But as we take a closer look at the situation, we begin to realize that the life of a celebrity is often more complicated than it appears. When Big Meech, the leader of the Black Mafia family, was locked up, his son Lil Meech seemed poised to take the family legacy to new heights. He was given the opportunity to portray his father on the big screen, a role that not only brought him fame, but also allowed him to step into the limelight and create his own identity. But despite the success of the BMF series, the reality is that Lil Meech's finances are far from stable. In a world where social media often highlights the good and hides the bad, we tend to forget that celebrities are, at the end of the day, just like anyone else. They face ups and downs, and sometimes their wealth can be just as fragile as anyone's. So when Lil Meech found himself needing help to pay his bills, many were shocked to learn that even the son of Big Meech, a man who was once worth millions, could be living paycheck to paycheck. Reports suggest that after 50 Cent removed Lil Meech from BMF, the young star found himself struggling to make ends meet. With no big checks coming in, he reached out to his father's old associate, Rick Ross, for some financial assistance. Ross, known for his own success in the rap game and business ventures, stepped in to help, offering Lil Meech some cash to cover his expenses until the next season of BMF rolls around. This gesture from Rick Ross shows that, even in the competitive world of hip-hop, there are still moments of brotherhood and support. But what's more interesting here isn't just the financial struggles of Lil Meech. It's the reality of the entertainment industry. It's easy to look at celebrities on TV or social media and think they have it all. But the truth is that many are just like the rest of us, living from paycheck to paycheck. They may have wealth and fame, but they are still bound by the same financial pressures that everyone else faces. And in Lil Meech's case, despite being the son of a man who was once at the top of the game, the transition from a life of luxury to one of financial instability has been a tough one. Lil Meech's story is a reminder that success in the entertainment industry isn't guaranteed to last forever. Even those who seem to have it all can fall from grace, and the pressures of staying relevant, maintaining an image, and keeping up with the high cost of living can be overwhelming. It's also a wake-up call for those who idolize celebrities without understanding the full picture. The reality is that these stars are often just as human as the rest of us, and their financial struggles can sometimes be just as difficult to manage as anyone else's. The truth is, fame and fortune don't always translate into long-term financial stability. In fact, many celebrities face the pressure of maintaining a lifestyle that far exceeds their means. With constant expectations to live up to their image, many are forced to spend money on lavish homes, cars, and other luxuries in order to keep up appearances. But when the spotlight dims, or when financial support from big-name connections like 50 Cent fades away, the bills start to pile up, and it becomes clear that the money isn't always going to last forever. But even though Lil Meech has faced some financial difficulties, it's important to remember that he's still young and still building his career. Just because he's struggling now doesn't mean he won't bounce back. Like many others in the entertainment world, he has the opportunity to create new opportunities, find new ventures, and build his wealth over time. He's still got his father's legacy to carry forward, and he's still got a platform to make something of himself. What's perhaps most interesting about this situation is the way that fans and critics alike are so quick to judge and pocket-watch celebrities. The world of entertainment, especially hip-hop, is filled with people who are more than willing to scrutinize every move made by stars, whether they're succeeding or struggling. When it comes to Lil Meech, many have been quick to jump on his situation, questioning how someone with so much potential could be asking for help to pay his bills. But the reality is, we don't know the full story. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes or what challenges he's facing. The truth is that we often only see what celebrities allow us to see, and the rest is hidden behind closed doors. The situation with Lil Meech also serves as a lesson in resilience. Despite the struggles he's facing, he's still putting himself out there, asking for help, and continuing to pursue his career. It's easy to sit back and criticize, but the real challenge is in pushing forward, even when things aren't going the way you want. And this is something that Lil Meech is learning as he navigates the highs and lows of his career. In the end, Lil Meech's story isn't one of failure. It's a story of growth, of facing adversity, and of learning how to cope with the challenges that come with fame. While it's easy to point fingers and criticize, it's important to remember that behind every celebrity, there's a person just like you and me. They have dreams, they face struggles, and they have to work hard to keep moving forward. And for Lil Meech, this is just another chapter in his journey. He'll bounce back, learn from this experience, and continue to build his future. But the next time you find yourself idolizing a celebrity, just remember, they're not immune to the same challenges that we all face.